today we are gonna see about recursion. So what is the meaning of recursion? First we are going through the definition and then all the other parts. So it is a programming technique where a function calls itself directly or indirectly to solve a problem. See, we know about the functions, right? What is the meaning of function? It is a code. It is a combination of some lines of code which does some action. Okay, it can be used anywhere in the program at any times, any number of times we want. We can use those many times. Okay, that is the meaning of function. And now it is a technique where the function calls itself directly or indirectly to solve a problem. Means, see, in that function, see, here we are having, this is a function. Okay, this is a function, and in this function there is a function call. It is calling itself, which is known as recursion. Okay, so this is the meaning of recursion, and I hope you all understood. And there are two cases in recursion, which are base case and recursive case. That means the meaning of base case is the condition to stop recursion. Okay, means, see here, base case, if n equals to 0, if n equals to 0, then it will return 1, right? If not, it will not return. Okay, so that is treated as the base case and the recursive case, which means the function calls itself with a simpler input. See here we are having return n into fact of n minus 1. Means, in this part of code, okay, let me use pen. In this part of code, the function itself calling, just right, the function is calling itself, see, fact, but the parameter is changing, which is n minus 1, right? This n will be replaced with n minus 1. So this is the meaning of recursion. And I hope you understood. Let's discuss this in detail with a code. Okay, now let's go and execute a program, right? We can better understand. Let me remove all these. Yes, now let's write a program based on recursion. Let's see what is present here, right? See, here we are having fact, right? Okay, this is a program, and we are going to write in with all those, right? Like hash include, all this. So let me start typing the code. This is the first and main thing, right? Yes, void main, where the execution starts. Before this, we are gonna do this. We are gonna declare this function, right? Yes, in this function we are having if n equals to 0. Means, when n equals to 0, then what we are gonna do? Return 1, right? It is easy. And else, what if n is not equals to 0? Then we are gonna return n into fact of n minus 1, right? Yes, here where we are calling this function itself. See, this is a body of a function. From this we are calling it. Then this function is completed, and let's write void. Let's write this main function int n, and we have to printf we have to print, enter some value, enter an enter a number, right? And let me give some space, and let me use scanf to read that value, which is absolutely an integer and which should be stored in variable n, right? Now let's print the factorial of number %d, which is the factorial of number %d is %d, which is also an int. First comes the value of n, and the next comes the fact of n, right? Now let's see whether it is running. Yes, enter a number, and let me enter 1 first. Yes, the factorial of number 1 is 1, and let me yes, let me run once more. Yes, now 3, let me enter 3. Yes, the factorial of number 3 is 6. See how, do you know how to find factorial? Let's see here. Let me say what is the meaning of factorial. What is the meaning of factorial means? See, if you want to find factorial of 2, then 1 into 2 is the factorial of 2, and when we want to find the factorial of 3, then 1 into 2 into 3, which is equals to 6. This is the factorial of 3. That means if we wanna find the factorial of n, then we are gonna multiply all the numbers from 1 to n, right? So on into n. That gives the factorial of n. Okay, then this is the meaning of factorial. Okay, let me put it here itself for your better understanding. Okay, let me change the color of this. Let me change it to black. Okay, yes. Okay, no problem. Yes, this will be here in the PDF itself because of your understanding. Okay, then yes, we have I think you all have understood this program and the recursion also. Okay, then in recursion we are having types. Let me take this pencil. Types of recursion. In recursion we are having types. Okay, there are 4 types in recursion, right? These are the 4 types in recursion, which is direct, indirect, tail and non-tail. These are the 4 recursions. Just we are having some brief definition about this. Later we are going to discuss like in depth. We are going to discuss in depth. Okay, just read. There is not much needed. These are not much needed in any like in any interviews or in any competitive exams, in any coding. This is not at all useful. Okay, but just know for the sake. Okay, so direct recursion, function calls itself. See, in previous example you have seen this function is calling itself, right? So that is the meaning of direct recursion. And the indirect recursion, here function A calls B and B calls A. See, if you are having 2 functions like fact1 and fact2, this fact1 will be calling this fact2 and fact2 will be calling fact1. Okay, that is called indirect recursion. Means mutual calling will be takes place. And Third one is tail recursion. The recursive call is the last thing in the function. See in the function, see here, this is the last thing to be executed, right? There is no more lines, there is no lines after this. So this is called as tail recursion. This is direct recursion and this is tail recursion also. Okay, then non-tail recursion, which is quite opposite to tail recursion. The recursive call is not the last operation. See, after this recursive call, if you are having some lines of code, then that comes under non-recursion. Okay, so that's all about this video. I think this video is quite small, and no problem. If you understood this, leave a like and comment down the video. If you have any queries, you can mail to the email ID which is provided in the description box. And if you like this video and if you find it useful, then you can like and share with your friends. And if you think this channel is worth watching and this channel is informative, please consider subscribing to this channel, which keeps me motivating and doing more videos. Okay, thank you. That's all for this video. Let's meet in the next class.